Hey everyone, Uncle Bart here for College Cuisine. Today we're going to be doing some, when I was a kid we called this Southern Fried Chicken. It's not Southern Fried Chicken. It's chicken Milanese. It's chicken with the breading. It's how they make chicken cutlet parmesan, just chicken cutlets. My dad, we used to do this all the time. I've already cut a bunch of chicken breasts into cutlets. You see over here? They're a little bit thinner than usual. This is what a whole chicken breast looks like. It's very, I got these boneless, skinless on sale from Acme the other day. So we're going to butcher this chicken, show you how to turn it into a cutlet. You got to do a little bit of trimming here. And always use gloves. Be careful. Man, this one got a little chewed up in the processor, but that's okay, we can still use it. Trim this off. Now remember when I made the egg foo young, this is what I had done to use that chicken. Now, you hold down the chicken breast and go like this. Ooh. Let's turn it. Guess what? Let's eliminate that because that's not going to be good anyway. Okay, we're going to gently slice this. See? Nice chicken cutlet, not too thick, not too thin. I don't like pounding them flat. I'm not too fond of that, so I very rarely ever do it. Unless I want to do a certain style of chicken. And this, it's a little thick, but it's okay. And truth be told, what I'll do, I'm going to separate it here. So you have a nice chicken cutlet, kind of evened out. There we go. Now let me re-glove and we'll start breading the chicken and then frying. Alright. Alright, here we are setting up our dredging station. We got our salted flour here. Remember, always salt whatever component you're using, because it could always dull things out. I've already put some water in here. Now notice don't worry about that. Some homemade eggs. There we go. Whisk this up. You just want this to help adhere the breadcrumbs. You don't want to make it too thick of eggs. That's why I add 4 tablespoons of water. And get it really, really scrambled up. See? There's no loose albumin. And then already pre-made by me, Italian style breadcrumbs. I baked the bread, dried it, did the same with the parsley and the cheese, and I did this part myself. Alright. Let's get our tray over here. This is where we'll put the finished breaded cutlets. So, a little flour, a little egg. Let it drip a little. Then really press in that flour. And breadcrumbs. Voila, just like that. And you keep doing this until you run out of chicken. Now, when we were kids, we learned how to do this because my dad, I may have said this in my roasting episode, when we were kids, chicken cost 29 cents a pound. That's a long time ago. And to get chicken cutlets like this would cost you 79 cents a pound. So my dad, who was a cook in the army, and watched his mother cook, watched the butcher the chickens. We would buy whole chickens, 3 or 4 at a time, and do it ourselves. Because you would think, why pay someone 50 cents a pound when you can do it yourself? That's why, as soon as I could, I learned how to do this. I taught my nephews how to do this. So, not that my nephews get a chance to do it much. They don't cook like this too often. But I had one nephew wanted to make coq au vin, and he called me up, and we did it via video. And he did a pretty good job. The coq au vin, he sent me the picture, looked delicious. And yes, I did mention the French dish. There we go. Well, that's gonna be a nice sized chicken cutlet. Alright, here we are, almost done here. You know, these cutlets are huge. But I'm going to be using this for a chicken cutlet parm sub for the cameraman. Who, by the way, is Shane again.
Yum.
There we go. Ooh, that one's sticking to the bottom. Here we go. Next to the last. Now all these little bits and pieces, you just put them in like this, coat them, and then bread them. And this is going to be, believe it or not, we're going to eat these before we start shooting the frying sequence of this episode. Because I want to make sure I have the thing up to temperature. Alright. Since this is the last one, I don't care if my gloves get wet. In fact, it was these kind of leftovers that I had when I did the egg foo young. I had leftovers just like this. I'm going to redo that episode, by the way, guys, because it didn't come out as good as I'd wanted. But we have it still up on my YouTube channel from Film Fella. Alright, I'm going to get set up from the fryer. We'll be right back. Go to commercial. Alright, here we go. I just started up the fryer here. Still not quite sure how to use this thing. So, okay, there we go. Okay, I fell on the oil, alright? Sue me. Actually. Damn! This thing works fast. It's 350 already. There you go. This isn't quite deep fat frying, but you want to get a good coating there. Now, a little hint. With Super Electronics here, the oil is up to 140. This is going to take a little bit to work on. So, but you know you can fry in the oil when you take a wooden spoon and you put the end in, you'll see little bubbles come out of the wood. Because no matter how old the wood is, when you wash it, it absorbs some water. There's always water trapped in here. And it'll sizzle out. So, I'll show you that in a little bit. The first thing I'm going to cook, or when I say the first thing, the only thing I'm going to cook is the cutlets, and then we'll do the tomato sauce for the Parmesan. And we're getting ready, and we'll do a lap dissolve so this gets up to 350. Alright, here we are. This oil has been heating up for a couple of minutes. Now watch this. See how it's bubbling? This oil is ready for frying. So the first thing I'm going to do is cook up these little extra pieces here. Check that out. Always go away from the amp. Be careful, Shane. Voila. Now, what's supposed to be so special about these things is they're going to keep to 350. Oh, wow. That's pretty darn good. It's really keeping the temperature up. It's in the 320 range, and it's going back up again. Nice. Very nice. Alright, back off. Now give it about a minute or two. Take a little peek. And because this oil was all the way up to 350 when we started, it's going to get brown quicker. Usually when you're doing the first time, the first batch always looks like hell. This doesn't look like hell. This looks quite good. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that nice color. That's just what you want. You don't want to turn them black. Which, trust me, I have done on many occasions. And of course, always have a cook's friend, your spot thermometer. And put this into the thickest part of the cutlet. Oh, damn. Now, there we go. What does that say?
153 point. Nope, 154 Fahrenheit.
This is now done. Alright, we're going to cut for now, and then we'll come back. Now remember about frying, always go away from yourself. Very gingerly, because these are big pieces. Alright? So this will only fit 2 cutlets at a time. You know what? This may only fit 1 cutlet at a time. Here we go. Voila. Now because these are so big, these are going to take a couple minutes longer. So I got the clock here. I'm going to leave this at least 3 minutes. So to save power on the camera, we're going to cut and we'll come right back. See you in a minute. Alright, here we are. These are really big pieces of chicken. So I'm letting them cook for at least 2 to 3 minutes aside. I forgot to tell you one thing. Move the frying pan like this every so often. It redistributes the oil, because even with these electronic marbles, there's still going to be a hot spot. So give them a little bit of a move. So it's been 3 minutes, elapsed time here on the set. So Shane, step back just a little bit. I don't want to splatter you. Gently. Oh, look at that. See, there was a hot spot, so I changed the chicken around. That's why I got this little bit of scorching over here. So I'm going to jump down to 340. There we go, 904. Let this cook for another 2 minutes, and then I'll take its temperature, take it out, and do the next 2. Alright, these 2 bad boys are done. And like I said, these are really big pieces of chicken. So I'm going to have to do 1 at a time. So this episode is going to be a while, guys. Look at that chunk of chicken. This is going to be the chicken cutlet parm. Sub right there. Yeah, that's for Shane. Alright, let's get in the next one. Careful. There we go. As a little favor to the cameraman, we're making some Scotch eggs. So let's see how this turns out. I have never done this before in my life. I've seen it done, but I haven't done it. So we're heading into a whole new territory here. So this can still wind up exploding. There we go. And the last piece of chicken. Oh, doggy, look at them. There's a whole new thing for my culinary career. Hey guys, well, here's the last cutlet to be done. That came out really good. And notice the Scotch eggs are cooking up a storm. Now we're going to let this fry on camera for a little bit because I got a joke to tell you. This is courtesy of my friend Bernie Basio. Many moons ago told me this joke when we were in Christ the King High School. There was this couple that saved all their lives to go to Spain so they can go to the bullfights. And they went, and they had a great time, and there was a restaurant nearby. And they went inside and said, look, we're on a vacation of a lifetime. We want the best thing on your menu, the most expensive. The waiter said, si, senor. He goes in, and they come out with a cloche, surrounded by dancing girls, bottles of champagne. And he lifted it up, and these two huge balls of meat. And they ate it. And he said, wow, that was the best thing we ever had, worth the money. What was it? And they said, senor, that was the testicles of the bull. Well, the couple went, really? But it was good. Well, after that, they couldn't get enough of it. So they kept coming back. On what was supposed to be their last day, traffic was a bear. They never got to the bullfight. But they figured, let's go in and get our favorite meal. So they go inside, and they ordered, oh, senor, you missed the fight. And he said, yeah, well, look, let's have our meal. And he said, yes, sir. They bring out the cloche, the dancing girls, the champagne. They lift the lid. They're these two tiny little meatballs. And they said, what happened? He goes, senor, the bull doesn't always lose. Shane got it. I hope you did too. Alright, now Scotch eggs are usually deep fried. So I'm just giving this a little bit more of a cooking just to make sure. Great thing about a deep frying pan like this, you can lean it up, and I've been doing that off camera. So when we're done with this, we're going to let them rest. And then I'm going to come back with the pan going on with the tomato sauce to make Shane's chicken cutlet parm sub. We don't have the money to do a retake, so we're not going to do it. Be right back. Alright, here we go. I'm going to make the chicken cutlet parm. Now, yeah, I am putting a little bit of water in here. This is very thick. And I don't want it to come out like paste when it comes onto the chicken. There we go. We put the chicken breast in there, the chicken cutlet. There we go. And now, let's cover that up for a second. Let's put on some mozzarella. How's that look?
Mmm.
Let's get that all steamed up. Alright, while we're waiting for the cheese to melt, check out our Scotch eggs. Wait, oh, let's just get this into there. There they are, the bad boys. Look at that. And now we're going to cut into it and see how they turned out inside. Oh, please. You don't mind if I use my fingers? I washed them last week. Voila. Scotch egg. Now that's what I call sausage. Here we are. The cheese is melted. The chicken is warm. Here's our toasted bread. Let's get that chicken cutlet onto that there. Here we go. Look at that. Now we got some of the tomato sauce. There we go. Chicken cutlet parm. Pushing. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it for Uncle Bart's College Cuisine this week. We had the bonus Scotch eggs, which came out pretty good. He already ate half. I'm not touching mine till tomorrow because that'll keep me up all night. He's camping out tonight and it's almost freezing, so he's going to need the warmth.
Give me the blubber.
So this is Uncle Bart for College Cuisine. Eat more and enjoy. See you next time. Ciao. As you guys know, I don't eat on camera, but Shane does. Shane, how's that?
Mm-hmm.
Dip it in the sauce.
God damn.
Booyah! We're going to taste the sandwich in a little bit because we have a laptop on you. That thing is hotter than hell right now. We'll be right back. There we go. Here's Shane with his finished stuff. Shane, stop that. Go ahead, take a bite. Let me know how it is.
Slow motion time.
Booyah! 5-5. That's a marine term, meaning that's okay. 5 by 5. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Semper Fi, dude. Later. Bye.
There's not enough light.